Hey Rayleigh, and anybody else watching, and welcome back to another message from your father. So we've been looking at lineages. Specifically, we were looking at the families of Noah, then Abraham, and then Israel. So that obviously puts us in First Chronicles, and that was First Chronicles 1 and 2. Today we are going to look at 3, 4, and 5. So specifically within 3, 4, and 5, we're going to look at David's family, the kings of Judah. We're going to take a more in-depth look or an overview, not an in-depth look, but an overview of the royal family line. We'll also take a look at specifically the descendants of Simeon, Ruben, Gad, and half of the tribe of Manasseh. So again, all of that in 3, 4, and 5. So, chapter 3. These were the sons of David, born to him in Hebron. The firstborn of Amnon, the son of Anahoim of Jezreel. The second, Daniel, son of Abigail of Carmel. The third, Absalom, the son of Maacah, daughter of Talmai, king of Geshur. The fourth, Adonijah, the son of Haggith. The fifth, Shephatiah, the son of Abital. The sixth, Ithream, by his wife Eglah. These 6 were born to David in Hebron, where he reigned 7 years and 6 months. David reigned in Jerusalem 33 years, and these were the children born to him there: Shemua, Shobab, Nathan, and Solomon. These 4 were by Bathsheba, daughter of Amiel. These were also Ibhar, Elishua, Eliphalet, Noga, Nepheg, Japhia, Elishama, Elida, and Eliphalet, 9 in all. These were the sons of David, besides his sons by his concubines, and Tamar was their sister. Solomon's son was Rehoboam, Abijah his son, Asa his son, Jehoshaphat his son, Jehoram his son, Ahaziah his son, Joash his son, Amaziah his son, Azariah his son, Jotham his son, Ahaz his son, Hezekiah his son, Manasseh his son, Amon his son, Josiah his son. The sons of Josiah, Jehohanan the firstborn, Jehoiakim the second son, Zedekiah the third, Shallum the fourth. The successors of Jehoiakim, Jehoiachin his son, and Zedekiah. The descendants of Jehoiachin the captive, Shelatiel his son, Malcharim, Pedaiah, Shenazar, Jechemiah, Hoshamiah, and Nebdabiah. The sons of Pedaiah, Zerubbabel and Shimei. The sons of Zerubbabel, Meshullam and Hananiah. Shelomith was their sister. There were also 5 others: Hashubah, Ohel, Berechiah, Hasadiah, and Jeshub-Hesed. The descendants of Hananiah, Pelatiah, and Jeshaiah, and the sons of Raphiah of Arnon, of Obadiah, and of Shechaniah. The descendants of Shechaniah, Shishima and his sons, Hattush, Igal, Beriah, Nerariah, and Shaphat, 6 in all. The sons of Nerariah, Elionai, Hezekiah, and Azrikam, 3 in all. The sons of Elionai, Hodaviah, Eliashib, Peliah, Akub, Johanan, Delaliah, and Anai, 7 in all. Chapter 4. The descendants of Judah: Perez, Hezron, Carmi, Hur, and Shobal. Reiah, the son of Shobal, was the father of Jahath, and Jahath was the father of Ahumai and Lahad. These were the clans of the Zorathites. These were the sons of Etam: Jezreel, Ishma, and Idbash. Their sister was named Hazilphonai. Penuel was the father of Gedor, and Ezer the father of Hushah. These were the descendants of Hur, the firstborn of Ephrath, and father of Bethlehem. Asher, the father of Tekoa, had 2 wives, Halah and Nara. Nara bore him Azum, Hefer, Temini, and Hashaterai. These were the descendants of Nara. The sons of Helah: Zereth, Zohar, Ethnan, and Koz, who was the father of Anab and Hasobeah, and the clans of Arhel, the son of Harum. Jabez was more honorable than his brothers. His mother named him Jabez, saying, "I gave birth to him in pain." Jabez cried out to the God of Israel, "Oh, that you would bless me and enlarge my territory. Let your hand be with me and keep me from harm, so that I may be free from pain." And God granted his request. Kelub, Shehua's brother, and the father of Mehir, who was the father of Eshton. Eshton was the father of Beth Rapha, Paseah, Tenahiah, the father of Ir Nahash. These were the men of Rekha. The sons of Kenaz, Othniel and Seraiah. The sons of Othniel, Hathnath and Mehoniothai. Mehoniothai was the father of Ophrah. Seraiah was the father of Joab, the father of Gi Harashim. It was called this because its people were craftsmen. The sons of Caleb, son of Jephunneh, Iru, Elah, and Nam. The son of Elah, Kenaz. The sons of Jehaleel, Ziph, Ziphaph, Tira, and Asrael. The sons of Ezra, Jether, Mered, Epher, and Jalan. One of Mered's wives gave birth to Miriam, Shomai, and Ishbal, the father of Ishtoma. His Judean wife gave birth to Jared, the father of Gedor, Heber, the father of Soko, and Jecuniel, the father of Zanoah. These were the children of Pharaoh's daughter, Bithath, whom he married and whom Mered had married. The sons of Hodiah's wife, the sister of Nahum, the father of Keliah the Garmite and Eshtemoa the Maacathite. The sons of Simeon, Amnon, Rinah, Ben-Hanan, and Telon. The sons of Ishi, Zoheth, and Ben-Zotheth. The sons of Shelah, son of Judah, the father of Lakah, Ladah, the father of Mareshesh, and the clans of the linen workers at Beth-Esaba. Joachim and the men of Kozeba, and Joash, and Seraph, whom ruled in Moab, and Jeshubai in Lehim. These records are from ancient times. They were the potters who lived at Natim and Gedara. They stayed there and worked for the king. The descendants of Simeon, Numuel, Jamin, Jarib, Zerah, and Shual. Shallum was Shual's son, Mibsam his son, and Mishma his son. The descendants of Mishma, Hamaleel his son, Zakur his son, and Shimei his son. Shimei had 16 sons and 6 daughters, but his brothers did not have many children, so their entire clan did not become as numerous as the people of Judah. They lived in Beersheba, Moladah, Hazar Shual, Bilhah, Ezem, Tolad, Bethul, Hormah, Ziklag, Beth Marakaboth, Hazur Suzim, Beth Biri, and Sharaim. These were their towns until the reign of David. Their surrounding villages were Etam, Ain, Rimmon, Tolkien, and Ashan, 5 towns, and all the villages around those towns as far as Baalath. These were their settlements, and they kept a genealogical record. Meshobab, Jamelech, Joshah, son of Amaziah, Joel, Jehu, son of Joshabiah, the son of Seraiah, the son of Asiel. Also Elionai, Jacobiah, Jeshaniah, Asahel, Adil, Jeshmaniel, Benaniah, and Ziza, the son of Shaphat, the son of Alon, the son of Jedediah, the son of Shimri, the son of Shemaiah. The men listed above by name were leaders of their clans. Their families increased greatly, and they went into the outskirts of Gedor to the east of the valley in search of pasture for their flocks. They found rich, good pasture, and the land was spacious, peaceful, and quiet. Some Hamites had lived there formerly. The men whose names were listed came in the days of Hezekiah, king of Judah. They attacked the Hamites in their dwellings and also the Mennonites, who were there, and completely destroyed them, as is evident to this day. Then they settled in their place, because there was pasture for their flocks. And 500 of these Simeonites, led by Pedaliah, Nerariah, and Rephaiah, and Uzziel, the sons of Ishi, invaded the hill country of Seir. They killed the remaining Amalekites who had escaped, and they live there to this day. Chapter 5. The sons of Ruben, the firstborn of Israel. He was the firstborn, but when he defiled his father's marriage bed, his rights as firstborn were given to the sons of Joseph, son of Israel. So he could not be listed in the genealogical record in accordance with his birthright. And through Judah was the strongest of his brothers, and ruler came from him. The rights of the firstborn belonged to Joseph. The sons of Reuben, the firstborn of Israel, Hanok, Palau, Hezron, and Carmi. The descendants of Joel, Shemaiah his son, Gog his son, Shimei his son, Micah his son, Reiah his son, Baal his son, and Beriah his son, whom Tiglath-Pileser, king of Assyria, took into exile. Beriah was a leader of the Reubenites. Their relatives by clans, listed according to their genealogical records, Jaleel, the chief Zerariah, and Bela of Azaz, the son of Shema, the son of Joel. They settled in an area from Aroer to Nebo and Baal-Meon, To the east, they occupied the land up to the edge of the desert that extends to the Euphrates River, because their livestock had increased in Gilead. During Saul's reign, they waged war against the Hagarites, who were defeated at their hands. They occupied the dwellings of the Hagarites throughout the entire region east of Gilead. The Gadites lived next to them in Bashan as far as Saleka. Joel was the chief, Shepham the second, and Janai and Shaphat in Bashan. Their relatives by families were Michael, Meshullam, Sheba, Jorai, Jachin, Zia, and Eber, 7 in all. These were the sons of Abihail, son of Huri, the son of Jorah, the son of Gilead, the son of Michael, the son of Jashai, the son of Jado, the son of Buz. Ahai, son of Abdiel, the son of Guni, was head of their family. The Gadites lived in Gilead, in Bashan and its outlying villages, and on all the pasture lands of Sharon, as far as they extended. All these were entered into the genealogical records during the reigns of Jotham, king of Judah, and Jeroboam, king of Israel. The Reubenites, the Gadites, and the half-tribe of Manasseh had 44,760 men ready for military service, able-bodied men who could handle shield and sword, who could use a bow, and who were trained for battle. They waged war against the Hagarites, Jetur, Naphish, and Nodab. They were helped in fighting them, and God handed the Hagarites and all of their allies over to them, because they cried out to him during the battle. He answered their prayers because they trusted in him. They seized the livestock of the Hagarites, 50,000 camels, 250,000 sheep, and 2,000 donkeys. They also took 100,000 people captive, and many others fell slain because the battle was God's, and they occupied the land until the exile. The people of the half-tribe of Manasseh were numerous. They settled in the land from Bashan to Baal Hermon, that is, to Senir, Mount Hermon. These were the heads of their families: Epher, Ishi, Eliel, Azriel, Jeremiah, Hodiva, and Jadiel. They were brave warriors, famous men, and the heads of their families, but they were unfaithful to God, the God of their fathers, and prostituted themselves to the God of the peoples of the land, whom God had destroyed before them. So the God of Israel stirred up the spirit of Pul, king of Assyria, that is, Tiglath-Pileser, king of Assyria, who took the Reubenites, the Gadites, and the half-tribe of Manasseh into exile. He took them to Halah, Habor, Hara, and the river of Gozan, where they are to this day. So again, a lot of names. I, as always, apologize for some of the pronunciation. But I used to read all these names, and some of these until very recently, and think, what's the point? Why does it matter? These chapters are sometimes arduous to read, at least if you're reading them and not being mindful of why they're here. And I couldn't tell you all the reasons why they're here. Obviously, the genealogical records they felt were very important to keep. But I think one of the reasons, at least, that it was important to keep is because they recognized that this family line from Noah all the way to where we are now is so important, and especially looking at post-Abraham, because this is one of God's longest standing, one of his longest standing commitments to his people. So again, he told Abraham he was going to make a mighty nation and a mighty people from him. And this is a long-standing promise. And in fact, if we didn't have that, this world would look infinitely different today. But it's so interesting that we see that. And this is a written record of that, and likely spoken of through these families as well, saying, hey, here is your family line. Let me teach you a little bit about this. So I think that's so interesting. So when you read this, my prayer for you, Rayleigh, is that you recognize that what this family line shows and what these people represent are a fulfillment of God's promise. In fact, one of the longest standing promises that God has. And there's a couple others that last a lot longer, and those are a lot of New Testament spoilers. But what we're looking at here is such an amazing lineage of what God has planned through Abraham and through those people. Anyway, I hope you recognize that. Know that I love you and I'm praying for you. For anybody else that's joining, know that I appreciate you so much as well. We'll plan on seeing you tomorrow. Have a good one.